Locks, and now I am going to answer you all's questions. So first, I'm gonna answer the questions on Instagram. Okay, for Instagram, Locks Love Diva asks, how long have you had your locks now, and how do you keep them from getting hard and stiff? I've had my locks for 11 years, and to keep them from getting stiff, so maybe you need to really condition your locks and help provide moisture, condition them, and putting water in your locks and oils. Maybe that can help out with the stiffness. Okay, SpongeBob1366 asks, what products, if any, do you use on your locks? What advice will you give to grow long, healthy locks? I use the Shea Moisture line. I can't remember which exact one it is, but I do have a video of the products that I use, so you can check that out. And when I don't always use gel to retwist my locks, but when I do use gel to retwist my locks, I use Organic Root Stimulator Lock and Twist Gel. And I use coconut oil all the time. And yeah. And what advice would you give to grow long, healthy locks? Just keeping them washed and conditioned, putting oils on your scalp, keeping your hands out your hair, and patience, and it will grow. Sharp Rob asks, is the baking soda and apple cider wash effective? Yes, it is. It will get your locks nice and clean, get the gunk out, get the lint out, but it will dry your hair out. So after you do it, you really want to condition it, put oils in there, get all that loving back in your hair, but it is effective. And it will also make your locks lighter because you're getting the gunk and stuff out, and it can lighten your hair color too. Okay, Kid Frankie 352 asks, does yoga help with arch and foot support as well as foot strength? Yes, it does. In yoga, you are flexing and you're pointing your feet, so you're building up strength in your feet. You can do certain yoga poses that you can use your feet, and it will give you better foot alignment, ease pain, and stuff like that. So yes, yoga does help with your feet. He also asks, is it better to do yoga with shoes, socks, or bare sole? Thank you, girl. Keep up the work in progress. You go, girl. Thank you. You can do them in all, but I think barefoot is the best because sometimes when you're doing yoga poses, you can slip. So, like your feet can slip while you're doing yoga poses. So bare feet are the best, or yoga socks. Yoga socks have grips on them, so your feet won't slip. So either you can do socks. Sometimes socks can help with yoga poses depending on what you're doing, but bare feet is the best. Wow, guess who just asked, what is your advice for beginners trying out yoga for the first time? Any specific moves to practice first? You can look up on YouTube beginner yoga. There are so many videos up there. You can find somebody that you like, the way that they teach, and they can help you out with that. On Instagram, look up the hashtag beginner yoga. There's so much. There are so many yogis and yoginis out there. And also the internet, beginner yoga. They have apps for yoga, beginner yoga, and stuff like that. So the resources are everywhere. And any specific moves to practice first. When you're doing anything yoga, you're always going to have the sun salutation. So those are some beginning yoga moves, sun salutation. So look that up to find out about some of those poses. Pretty Hip 48. Hello, I have combined a few locks to make them larger, and you're right, harder to keep together. Can I use a bobby pin? I'm currently using just water. Thinking about the setting lotion to use that would make good curls for me back in the day. Help if you can. Yeah, I know patience is a must. Love what you do, represent. Okay, you can use bobby pins. I use the jumbo bobby pins, the ones that are close together and the ones that are spread out. But I think the ones that are spread out are the best to use for bobby pins, the wide ones. And using just water is just fine. You don't have to use product. Product just gives you a more manicured look. And setting lotion, yes, you can use setting lotion for your curls. That will help also. So yeah, you're on the right track. You're doing it. You're doing it. Okay, chastity. Okay. Okay, chastity Chownet. I don't know if I'm saying that right. How many locks do you have? I have 51 locks. Tosh, beautifully created. What do you use to make and keep your edges so laid? When I'm wearing my slick back hairstyles, I use the Carol Daughter. Hey, what is it called? You gotta check out my products I use video because I cannot remember the exact name of these products. So check that video out. IBYL. How long have you been growing your locks? Do you ever think about cutting them shorter or completely cutting off? How do you combat lint in locks proactively and reactively? So I answered the question. I've had them for 11 years. Do I ever thinking about cutting them shorter or cutting them completely off? No, that has never crossed my mind. Like, so many people want to have the thoughts of cutting their locks off, but that has never crossed my mind. I guess because I don't like change, so I'm fine with having my locks. I want my locks to grow all the way down to the floor. So yeah. How do you combat lint in locks? I really don't really have lint in my locks. Like sometimes, but I mainly get lint like in the back. I guess because that's where you sleep and all that stuff. Mainly get it in the back. Like if it's on the surface, like I'll like scratch it out or whatever. But other than that, I just let it be. But I really don't have lint in my locks. I'm trying to think in the earlier stages that I have. I never really had lint in my locks. I don't know why, but I never really had lint. Oh, but I do get lint on the tips, and I do pick those all the way up because they're just the tips, and I really don't care. So I know you're not supposed to be picking your locks, but sometimes you just gotta get it out. But I do get lint in the bottom of my, like at the very tip. Now I just take it completely out since it's just the tip. But yeah, if it's like closer to the surface, then I'll get it out. Or if it's something like in deeper, I'll get some of it out, but I just leave the rest of it in. 31 Daniel Avenue, as I want to start yoga, help me please. So yeah, YouTube, Instagram, the internet is all out there. Look up beginner yoga. Kim Mayat Bay asks, can you start doing yoga tutorials? Maybe one day. I need to get more advanced and more in tune in my yoga. So maybe one day I'll do that. True Marley fan, do you have any new style ideas for medium length hair? What is the best way to wear your locks for bed if they are heavy and stressed on your neck? For medium length hair, I could say, yeah, medium length is about right here. You can do twist in the front, braid up in the front, have the back out, or put it all up into a bun on top and have the back out. You do barrel twist styles. Do the barrel twist styles, have a tutorial on that, and just pin them. Just have them going every different way of pin them so it can be different. What else can you do? Curls, of course curls. You can do pipe cleaner curls. You can do flexi rod curls. You can do lock knots. You can do a lot of things with medium length locks. It's the best way to wear your locks would be if they are heavy and stressful on your neck. Wrap them up like you say you have medium length locks. So instead of putting it in a ponytail, maybe you can like bend over, pull all your hair up top, and wrap the scarf around. So you know, like loose naturals, they be wearing the pineapple style. We can do kind of like the pineapple style for locks. Just wrap it up, and maybe that can help. Except because if you do the ponytail, that might cause tension. So just stick them up, wrap them up. Try that out and see if that helps. Okay, the lock princess. First question, does your locks get heavy? No, they don't get heavy. I guess I just get used to them with time. They might get heavy like if I wear a bun or a ponytail like right here, like right there or right there, like it was if I turn my head or whatever, I can feel it. That's when it's heavy. And when I wash my hair, that's the only time it gets heavy. Do you have neck pain due to your length of your locks? No, I don't. And what remedy do you use for build-up? I kind of answered that earlier. And you can do the ACV rinse. I've tried it before and it works. Lavacia Campbell asks, how do you feel about dyeing your locks using chemicals? Me personally, I don't want to put chemicals in my head. When I first went natural, I did. You know, when you first go natural, you're self-conscious about your hair and you got this little afro. So I wanted to add some color to it to make it look better. But now that I have my locks, I haven't dyed my hair. I've used Manic Panic, a vegan hair color, but it's more like a tint, so it's not really going to dye it. But if that's what you want to do, you can do it. But most people, when you're natural, you want to use natural things. But if you want to use it, go ahead and use it. It's your hair. But if you do, you just want to really take care of them, because I know dyeing can cause damage. Okay. Tarisha Taylor asks, do you have a remedy for breakage and nap? I've tried everything. You might have to just let your hair be, leave it alone, don't tie it back. And if you try everything, you probably tried the black castor oil. So if you haven't tried that, you can try that. But I just say you just gotta let your hair be. Maybe you just need a no retwist for a while, no pulling them back. So try that if you haven't tried it already. Okay, in Banks, how do you feel about people starting their locks with lock extensions, and what advice would you give them? I really don't have a problem with people starting their locks with lock extensions. There was someone on YouTube, she did it. She started with lock extensions, and as it grew out and got to a certain length, she cut the lock extensions off. So that's what you can do. You can put them in and then have them grow out, and when they're at a certain length, you can cut them off. Diana V. Perez, help queen. I love your locks and mine. I also joined my locks and have a total of 49. 99% are dragon heads. How did you manage when you were joining your locks? Were your locks layered or always one length? Peace and love, queen. I didn't have dragon heads. I sewed all mine together, so they were all still one piece. And over time, like some other thread would come out, and like I think like mostly all of them, probably say about 80% of like the tips of my locks have come apart. I need to sew them back together. So it drives me crazy, but I won't do anything about it. So hopefully one of these days I will sew them back together. So yeah, they've mostly just been one whole piece, just a thicker piece. No, my locks are not layered. They all have been one length, except for in the back row, like my whole back row, I lost my locks like 5-6 years ago. So my locks come all the way down to my hip, but My back row locks, they come to my bra strap. I think, or maybe past my bra strap. Diana V. Perez asks, what inspires you to come up with a new hairstyle? You know what? Sometimes I might see a style like that. If you had straight hair, I would see some things that they do, and I was like, let me see if I can do that with my locks. So that's one way. And sometimes when I'm trying to do a hairstyle, it don't come out another way. There's another hairstyle. So it's just whatever. Or something might pop up in my head. I'm like, ooh, let me try this. So that's how I come up with my hairstyle. All right. Karima Altador. How many months should you retwist your short locks? How often do you oil your locks? Whatever you feel like doing. As long as you are washing your hair, you can retwist your hair at any time you want to. Retwist it at 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. Or you said in months, so you can twist it after a month, after 2 months, after whatever you want to. But as long as you are washing and conditioning your hair, and how often do you oil your locks? I don't know if you're asking me or for you. But I oil mine every time I wash my hair. I need to do it more. But yeah, when you wash your hair, you can maybe do it like once a week. So you don't want to have too much oil in your head, but maybe once a week or whenever you wash your hair. Deidre dear, what products should I use to keep my roots and locks healthy? Keeping them healthy, keeping them clean, wash them using natural products, using a natural shampoo and conditioner, using oils that can help keep them. And keeping your hands out your hair. Don't always have your hands in your hair. And he also asked, what should I do to make the retwist last longer? You can use a lock and twist gel. You have to, when you retwist, you have to do it wet. Because with the wetness, it helps set. So you have the water and the lock and twist gel to help set it, and it has to completely dry for it to last longer. And also, if you do certain styles that will have it pulled back, like my bun, if you were to keep that in, your retwist will last a long time because it's set in one spot, so it's not going to it's going to last longer. So that is all the questions. This was fun. I think I want to do this more often so you guys can see what I'm thinking about things or what I'm doing. So yeah, I think I'll do this again. Thanks for watching the video. I hope I answered your questions to your liking. And that's it. Peace.